Welcome to Pario magazine, where I chat with individuals who have a desire to create. Today I am joined by a singer-songwriter who is perhaps best known for her time with the band Shepard, but she's now branching out into a solo project. Welcome to Pario magazine, Amy Sheppard.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So we're here today to chat about your new endeavour as a solo artist. Before we do that though, although you don't really need an introduction, as an artist, who is Amy Sheppard away from music?
Well, look, I think this is what I'm really trying to delve into. I think this I know this is to do with music, but this solo project is actually forcing me to take a deep dive about who I am as an individual. My whole adult life has been Shepard and, building this huge, amazing career that we've managed to build up. So now I've got to take a deep dive and figure out who Amy Sheppard is. And I think it's going to be a huge learning curve for me. And I'm really looking forward to going on the journey.
Has that been sort of an exciting and daunting prospect of actually who am I outside of this band?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of my main drivers as to why I'm doing this. It's just to figure out who I am as an artist and a person, and just, having the confidence to do something on my own and just being able to make some decisions without having anybody or a safety blanket to fall back on. Like, this is all me. And I just have to, build confidence that way and work out exactly what I want in life. And it's so far so good, but it's just the beginning.
And obviously, over the past decade, you've toured around the world alongside George and Emma in the band, and that's kept you incredibly busy. Why have you now chosen to add on this extra layer of solo work with the debut single Nothing But
Well,
Wild?
it's something that I've been wanting to explore for a really long time. I'm a huge fan of country music and we grew up listening to a lot of country music. And that's when I was learning how to songwrite. So I've always had a lot of country influences, and it's been in the back of my mind to do this for a really long time. So I finally just kind of ran out of excuses as to why I wasn't doing it. I have been busy, like in my spare time. I've been writing and recording and doing music clips. So have had very little downtime, but it's going to be worth it because I know that this is something that I'm supposed to do in life.
So, from the sounds of that, it wasn't like an overly hard decision to decide, hey, I'm going to go and explore this solo path.
No, I don't think it was a hard decision. It's more to do with like juggling two careers. That's been a bit difficult, and like just having the time to go and record some music and go and write some music outside of Shepard, because the majority of my time is around Shepard, based around Shepard. So it was just about, I guess, managing my time a little bit better and making sure that I could figure out how to do this. The decision about whether or not to do it, wasn't a question at all. I was always going to do this. It was just a matter of when and how to do it properly.
Was it a hard discussion to have with the group when you knew, yep, okay, now's the time to head in this direction?
No, I don't think so. I just began writing, and then obviously I shared my ideas and songs with the band, said, do you reckon this is something that I should do? And of course they were supportive of me and they loved the music. And when we started Shepard, we started our own record label called Empire of Song. And so it is still very much a family business. I'm, I guess, an independent artist, but I'm signed under Empire of Song. So it's nice to still have that element of family business still attached to this project. And obviously Emma and George are still very much involved in other ways.
Okay. So this is probably a time where we should take a moment to assure Shepard fans that that band isn't going anywhere.
Absolutely not. Shepard is just my first baby. This is my second baby. That's what I've been calling it. So yeah, plenty more music coming from Shepard. We're about to start our fourth album. We're actually going to LA 1st of June, and we're going to be, going and writing. And then I've tacked on a trip to Nashville at the end of that to do some more writing for myself. So, yeah, it's going to be a juggle, but we'll make it work.
Okay. And yeah, you mentioned that this new project is sort of more in the country realm, whereas in the past you've been producing pop music. How was that passion developed, and how did you sort of decide, yeah, I'm going to pursue this country style more?
Well, I went to CMC Rocks in 2019, and just seeing what those artists were achieving, what they were doing, I was like, okay, that was really the kick that I needed to get this done. I just was so inspired by these performances and this sound. I knew that I had the potential in me. I just really needed to stop making excuses and get it done. So after CMC Rocks, I wrote a few songs, and that's when I sent them around to managers and said, do you think this is crazy of me, or should we make this happen? And of course they were like, let's make this happen. I went to Nashville and did a songwriting trip, came back with a bunch of songs, and COVID hit and put a huge spanner in the works, or a complete handbrake. And I just wanted to release it properly. I wanted to do it my way. I wanted to be able to do, you know, Tamworth Music Festival and CMC and really connect with fans and do it that way. So I put it on hold for quite a while, but now the time is right and I'm going for it.
And who have been the biggest inspirations and mentors since deciding to head down this path?
Look, I've drawn a lot of support from my management team, Chug Music, because they're obviously, you know, they've got Casey Barnes under their name, and Chuggy obviously has a huge influence in CMC Rocks, and he's also got a really amazing employee called Dan Biddle, and he is just very prevalent in the country music industry. So I've really been very, very fortunate to rely on their expertise and advice, and they've been so helpful in this whole process. But I've also managed to get some advice from the likes of Casey Chambers. I mean, she's heard what's going to be my next single, and she was the first to say, this is great, you need to do this. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, and for this project in particular, in terms of other artists and who have inspired it, I would say it's the Kelsey Ballerinis and the Casey Musgraves and the Taylor Swift. Because I'm coming from the pop world, I really love the way that they've managed to incorporate pop and country, and that's something that I'm really wanting to do.
And you worked with Lee Kernigan on his single Spirit of the Anzacs. Did that sort of help light this solo fire a little bit as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think as part of Shepard, we have managed to have opportunities in the country world. And I don't know whether that's because of the way that I songwrite is a little bit country, and that has rubbed off on Shepard, and some of our songs are a little bit country in a weird way. Because country is so many things. It's not just, you know, country or bluegrass. It's also pop country, and now there's rap country, and there's Americana, and the list goes on and on. So it has been really nice to just, yeah, lean into the country a little bit. But Lee Kernigan, he's been super supportive of our band Shepard, and also now with this solo project, and it's not just Lee, it's like the whole country music industry is really welcoming to other artists. And I think that's one of the best things about the whole industry, is that yeah, they're welcoming, they want to collaborate, and they love music.
And being able to sort of release this first single this year with the live shows at CMC and Tamworth, was that really fulfilling?
Yeah, absolutely. Just being able to release the song in Tamworth at the Country Music Festival was just a dream come true, really. It was, yeah, so exciting to be amongst my peers, and like Troy Casadale's right there. We got to present him with that iconic award where he surpassed Slim Dusty's amount of Golden Guitar Awards, and that was a huge moment for me. And just to see how kind and supportive the country music industry artists are to one another, and just being able to witness that and immerse myself in the culture of Tamworth Country Music Festival was, yeah, it was a big moment for me.
Yep, just a sort of a moment of, yes, I'm definitely doing the right thing now.
Yeah, I just felt like I was in the right place, and it's just going to be, yeah, up and up from here.
And then in terms of the debut single, Nothing But Wild, can you sort of talk us through the story behind that song?
Yeah, I actually wrote that in Nashville. I wrote it with Lindsay Rhymes, who's an Australian in Nashville, and also a lady named Tranny Anderson, and she is a Nashville local. And they knew that I was on this grand adventure in Nashville by myself for the first time. So we had this sense of, adventure and spontaneity that we wanted to capture. And I think it is obviously evident in the song. The song is about, escaping the city and reconnecting with nature and having an adventure with somebody that you love. And obviously I have my husband Lockie, and the song has a little love story twist to it as well. So it's just about finding the best things in life with somebody that you love.
And obviously this is a teaser of more music to come in this solo world.
Yeah, absolutely. There's plenty more to come. I've got another single coming in a few weeks' time. I can't give an exact date, but I think you guys can expect a ton of music from me. Obviously, I'm heading to Nashville next month, so I will definitely be coming back with more songs as well.
Okay. And then given that you had built a fan base with Shepard, did that make you more confident to head down this solo path, or did it add a little bit of extra pressure?
I think a bit of both. Pressure in terms of like, will people who have come to know and love the Shepard sound be able to cross over and love what I'm doing, because it is a different thing. But also a little bit of confidence because I have built up such a beautiful community, and I just know that they believe in everything that I stand for, because I've managed to find the right people, so I did feel confident that I would have some supportive fans to begin with.
And then in terms of touring with the solo and band projects, how are they going to coincide together?
That's a good question, and one that I'm just going to have to take as it comes. But I've got, management and people helping with my schedule. So it'll just be a juggling act. We'll make it happen. And it might be a good thing because I can just tack on shows. If Shepard have to go over to the States, I can add in a show of my own on the day off. And yeah, I'm going to be exhausted, but it's going to be worth it. Hard work pays off.
Yep. Yeah, if you're willing to be that tired, then you obviously do have a very strong passion.
For sure, you just got to make the most of it.
And then finally, where is the best place for people to support you personally and track this new creative journey moving forward?
So all of my socials are at Amy Sheppard Pie. I'm on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and I have my own website now. I'm on YouTube. So yeah, I'd love any support if you guys want to check it out. Give me a like and a follow, and I try to be as interactive with my fans as I can. And yeah, I hope to see some of you over there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, and good luck with the future releases and staying super busy.
Great. Thanks, Jamie. I'll chat soon.